You come to Oshkosh and you see plenty of aeroplanes, but when you come to Oshkosh from the UK and you see another UK aeroplane, then that gets your attention. And we've been talking to Bill Miazek, who flew his Bristell here from Aberdeen. Bill, amazing to see you and your aeroplane here. Obviously, you've built this in the UK. Tell us about the flight here.
Fantastic flight. Very lucky, very good weather. Altogether, it took me a week, with us spending a day in Toronto and a day in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Altogether, it was 39 hours, 6 minutes flying and 4,374 nautical miles.
Wow, okay.
Now, average speed turned out to be about 112 knots, 125 mile an hour, and it averaged over the whole trip 21.5 litres an hour.
Okay, and obviously that's quite a long journey and a lot of weather. What sort of weather problems did you deal with?
Not too many. I had thunderstorms in Canada I had to avoid and dodge around, which put on a bit of extra time and a bit extra miles. But that was the only real bad weather. There was a low cloud base coming into Reykjavik.
Okay.
But managed to drop down below that out at sea and come in under the cloud. It was good.
Okay.
It was good.
And obviously your Bristell is unique, isn't it? Because it's the first one in the UK under LLA with the Rotax 915. Now I understand that's been a long journey for you, but what were the motivations?
I had flown the 915 at the factory,
yeah,
and I had seen how well they do in the States. And when I started building, there was 89 of them flying all over the world, but not one in the UK. So it took me 5 months to build the aircraft, and a considerable while longer battling with the LAA to get, talking with the LAA to get it through. But I think it's well worth it. I really enjoy it. The climb performance is stunning, the takeoff is stunning. Top speed, I wouldn't say it was an awful lot faster than the old 912, but a lovely aircraft to fly.
And was I making this flight, because you've had Bristells before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had a Bristell before.
But this one, it was this aeroplane this is the aeroplane that I'm going to make the Atlantic crossing with.
That's correct, yeah. I had no doubts the aircraft would make it.
No.
And very comfortable in it, nice roomy cockpit, wing lockers for holding gear and stuff.
Yeah.
Great aircraft.
Fantastic. And plans while you're here in the US?
Probably won't stay too long. I need to get back, go back to work, make money to pay for this trip. So I'll probably head back not long after Oshkosh.
Yeah. And is this your first Oshkosh?
No, this is my third time to Oshkosh.
Third time? Okay, brilliant. So, and you're having a good time. And is it amazing being here, having flown in your own airplane?
It is. It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Lovely feeling.
Yeah. Well,
and I'm helping the guys here on the stand at Bristell.
Yeah. So turn around, fly home. Not expecting any particular issues.
I hope not.
No.
Hoping for tailwinds and blue skies.
Well, we hope so too. Bill, congratulations, fantastic trip, and safe trip home.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
So John, we're standing by this Bristell. It looks lovely. I see it's got a 916 in it, and it's got this Mosaic ready thing.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about the aircraft? I'm familiar with kit build Bristells, but not about this kind of.
Yeah, this airplane is fully factory finished.
Yep.
And so I'd just like to welcome you guys in flyer.co.uk over to our little get together, our little tiny 10,000 man a day operation here at Oshkosh.
Thank you.
The Mosaic Ready airplane is an airplane that we bring in from Czech Republic, made in a little town of Kukunovice, with an operation there where the designer's been in business for more than 35 years. As a designer, this is a very well-made airplane, and what you'll also find is that this aircraft have a superior fit and finish to almost anyone out there in our category. This aircraft is certified in the not UK, but over in Europe as a Part 23 aircraft.
Wow.
So we brought the Part 23 factory-made aircraft into our world as a Mosaic Ready airplane, because when our rules changed January to April of this year, depending on who you want to listen to, this airplane should be ready to go to the higher gross weight of 1653 that will be allowed within the Part 23 airplane that it is. We'll be looking for some FAA certification coming our way as well, but we can bring it in as a Mosaic airplane with a 916.
Wow.
So that gives us the extra horsepower, a little extra speed, a little bit of extra capability that the customers are always looking for in something like let's call it a mini Cirrus. It maybe doesn't go exactly as fast, but it has a bigger cockpit inside, 51 inches. So it's fit for the American market, and I think it's priced pretty well. You can pick something up around $270 to $350, depending on how you want to kit the airplane out.
What does the 916 burn?
It depends. So if you're up around 95%, you're probably at altitude 8.5. If you're just tooling around the pattern, it could be down as low as 4 gallon an hour.
I mean, that's ridiculously low.
Very low.
I can't even taxi for that.
Yeah.
I probably can, but not very fast.
Right.
And how much kind of customization is available to people?
Well, unusual amount in comparison to many other airplanes in the category. So you can fit it out with the Garmin systems, including the backup G5, dual G3Xs, dual ADHRs. You can throw in IFR packages, and then we can adjust your panel as to how you'd like it. Maybe you'd like to put, like this one is shown with the panels all put together. The symmetry of pulling them apart looks great, but when you're operating it with an instructor on your right, it might be convenient for them to have a screen in front of them, but when you're solo IFR, it might be nice to have everything just at your fingertips. And you'll find that this airplane really works hard to put everything at your fingertips ergonomically exactly where you'd expect it. That's something that's been built into Bristells. They look into everything pretty far ahead, and you'll be able to find that ergonomically it's exactly where you think it would be.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, how about you jump in,
Yeah.
and then you can talk me through the cockpit.
That'd be great.
Wow, this looks pretty impressive. Is this a kind of typical thing, or is this kind of like top of the line?
Very common.
Very common.
In the United States, you would have sort of a mid-grade IFR panel with this setup here. You got dual G3Xs, 10-inch screens, both with dual ADHRs, with VFR GPSs built into them. Naturally, you might be aware of that, but that's
Yeah.
I don't stop me if I lower it down too much and you need me to step it up. But in this case, these are dual G3Xs with dual ADHR systems with VFR GPS built in. And below that, you've got a Garmin 375 transponder WASP GPS that can transmit its data up to the G3Xs. So now you can establish yourself on an airway, fly IFR. You lose the capability to do, you could practice ILS, localizer, etc., but you lose the capability to produce that when you just use the WASP GPS alone. So if you wanted to go with something like a Garmin 650 or 750 XI, that would be the step up to get to your, cover every single thing.
Okay, and I see here it's got an autopilot, the GFC 500 effectively.
Yeah, this is
the,
effectively the same.
Yeah.
It's 507 in this case, yeah. And of course, we love to tout the safety factor of the level button. So we very frequently on a demo, I'll take the customer out, show them an unusual attitude and just say, just reach up, tap the button, the airplane levels itself in a very smooth, calm way, puts everybody back on track, autopilot's on until you tell it to do something different. It's a nice little feature. If somebody wasn't aware of it, I suppose it's been around long enough now that everyone knows, but it's pretty cool. Garmin G5 backup on the side. You've got, in essence, a FADEC powered or controlled injected engine here in the 916.
It's a really nice, clean panel, and with the two G3Xs and the transponder.
Yeah.
GPS, WASP GPS.
375 WASP GPS. Yeah.
I think I'd probably put a GTN 650 XI in mine.
If you did, you'd probably put it right in the middle.
Yeah.
And you might even bring your autopilot up top. So if you were in hard IFR, you might just like to be able to reach up, touch it without having to look down. But everything's so reachable within the cockpit. Everything falls to hand exactly where you would expect it to.
Brilliant. Thank you.